Welcome, Zepha. How are you today?
I'm very well. Thank you very much for having me.
So let's start now with the first question. So, how did you came across this business model?
Okay, I came across this business model through a Facebook ad. It was back in 2019. It was June or July 2019. However, I was quite skeptical. I will even say I was very skeptical. And then I discussed with the person who is now my mentor and coach, but I wasn't really convinced because she was also new in the business. She didn't really explain to me, especially with the information pack that exists and things like this. And also, I wasn't just ready mentally. I didn't have the entrepreneur mindset to do the business or to do any business, I'll say.
It wasn't the right time.
Then I told her oh, I'll be waiting for you to get results. When you have results, just get back to me and we will see. And like I like to say, boy, she showed up. So fast forward 2 years later, September 2021. In the meantime, I had done some business, failed business with crypto, trading and things like this. There was the pandemic, but also I had a health care scare, if I can say it this way. And so I just realized that I really needed to have something of my own. And when I saw her ad saying that, oh, she retired, that when I contacted her again and say, oh, okay, is it still the same business? Did you retire from the same business? She said, yes. And I was like, but what is this business about? And that when she told me about the information pack, she said, listen, if you really want to have more information, just pay the $149 and you will have all the information that you want. And these $149 are refundable. There is 30 days money guarantee back. And because it was 30 days money guarantee back, I was like, okay, I'm not really taking a risk per se. When I did all this crypto, etc., and of course, I lost a lot of money, but I don't see it as a failure. I see it as a learning process because it's what brought me here. Because if I hadn't failed in all these other businesses, I'm not sure that I would have been open to do this particular business. And this business, I've been doing it for more than a year. And in more than a year, I had like a lot of results, like positive results. That's why I'm still doing it.
Good.
And I do really, I mean, of course, it depends on people. First, it may not be for everybody, but at least it's for me. Because compared to what I did previously, at least I'm seeing results. Of course, it's not overnight results. Some people, after 3 months, I'm seeing a lady, she just started like in March of this year, and she's already retiring, like after what?
A month.
She started beginning of March after 2 months. But I always say it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but you will certainly get rich quicker than with a 9-to-5.
Exactly.
And it's just up to you. And the beauty of that is that at least you're building something. You're building a legacy also for your family, for your children.
Yes.
Because I'm a lawyer, I'm a registered lawyer. And what I do in law firms, like either for my own law firm or even for others, I cannot transmit it to my children because they are conditioned to fulfill in order to become a lawyer. But with this business, you can transfer it to your children.
Yes.
So you're not working in vain.
A picture that they sent to me on WhatsApp, and it was giving you the list of people who are rich in the world, and in the first position it was the entrepreneurs, the business owners, and they were possessing 75% of the wealth of the world. And at the bottom line, we had the employees with 0%. And I said, okay, I will never be financially free if I still work as an employee for the rest of my life. And I
Yeah.
said, no, this is not what I always dreamed of. And that was one of the trigger, and there was other, but that one was okay. Now, and that's when I started to seek to find what I really want. And yes, I jump on this business. Okay, good. So next question. So you explained that law, you were a lawyer, and so that was your profession. And it was one of my questions, but you answered. Good. And my other question, I think you answered a little bit, but it was your journey.
I wasn't active for the first 3-4 months, and like I said, even though like 90% of the work is done for you, you still have to do your 10%. Do your part. And so I didn't do anything, and of course I didn't get any results because I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And once I put my mind into it, I said, okay, there is a training, etc. Let me try to understand everything. Let me try to do the business. I'm telling you, by the grace of God, boom, like fast results directly. And the fact that I show up, I didn't give up, because again, it's not a get rich quick scheme, but you are getting richer than your 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So, but although I don't show up like 100% like I would like, but I'm still seeing results.
And you're consistent too. So.
Yes, I'm consistent.
What was your biggest challenge when you started the business?
My biggest challenge, I'll say, it was first, of course, my skepticism, but also just being on social media. Even though I'm a Christian and I have a certain knowledge, and God had put in me to share this knowledge with people, and especially money in the Bible, like how us, especially Francophone African, we should shift our mindset towards money. Like money is just a tool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we just shall put it where it is. It is a tool.
Yeah.
It's not the end goal of anything, and money is not evil. It's the love of money that is evil. We forget that, hey, God is still Jehovah Jireh, and that everything on his heart, us as Christians, because we are under his cover, under the cover of Jesus Christ, everything belongs to God and it belongs to us too. We just need to tap into it. And trust God. When you see people succeeding financially with their business and things like this, be happy. Don't always think that they did it in the bad way. Just say, oh, God has blessed them. Amen.
Amen.
Cheer them and say that, oh, God, like you did for this person, I know that you can bless me too, and do your part.
What was the benefit that you gained from turning into online business? I know that now you have your own law firm. Okay, so you have your freedom in this way, but another benefit.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, of course, like I said, but this freedom is really important. There is the financial part, mm-hmm. Of course, like, yes, I'm getting money through this business by the grace of God, amen. Mm-hmm. But this freedom is just like, recently I turned 40. Yes, I'm saying it, I turned 40. And things that I didn't have time to do, I did it. Like, I went to Paris, we went, I was explaining it to you later, we went to a Michelin star restaurant with my 12 people. Can you imagine, like 12 African in a Michelin star restaurant? It was funny though. And then the day after, I went to a brunch. So I really took my time, to spend it with my family. Whilst before, it would have been like I was often in between two flights, or I'll have like my computer and start like working on my computer and things like this. Whilst now I just took the time, to enjoy it with my family. Yeah. So this is something else, the financial part, and also the mindset shift. And the mindset shift is very important, mm-hmm. because now I feel like I'm really in this abundance mindset.
Amen.
I just know that, hey, God has my back. God has my back through this business, through my law firm, and through other things that I'll do later on.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, my next question is, do you have any regrets?
Yes, I do. In respect of this business, really, I know that God's time is not our time, but I really, sometimes I'm like, oh God, why didn't I start this business in
Why did I wait?
2019 when I heard about it? And God has reasons why I didn't start it earlier.
Yes, yes, exactly. He was working on you, and now you gain the maturity that you needed, because
Exactly.
maybe back in 2019 you would have dropped for any other reason. So my last question will be, what is the message that we will display to the people who are listening to us?
Okay, if I have one message, I'll say, regardless of where you are now in your life, and especially people, corporate people, you're working, you're earning well, you're like, woo!
I'm
I have
making
six
money.
figures. Yes, exactly. 6 figures a year. Listen, as long as you're working for someone else, you don't have your freedom. And anything can happen. Always have a second income. Always try to have a second, third stream of income. Don't just rely on one stream of income. And actually, the best time to start is the time where everything is fine for you, because everything is seasonal. I've seen people actually, they're like, oh, no, I have to change a job. And that's when they will start thinking about starting an online business. People in the workplace, you are useful. And of course, it's normal. I don't blame anybody, but you're useful as long as you perform. When you can't perform for health reasons, family reasons, regardless, you are useless. So that's when I decided that I want to become financially free. I want to own my time, because rich, poor, we all have 24 hours in a day. And this time is precious. So everything is fine right now. Think about the rainy season. Everything is seasonal, there is a time for everything. So go on Rose website, register your name and email address. You will start receiving emails about digital marketing, but also inviting you to a webinar. Watch the webinar. If you have questions or anything, don't hesitate to reach out to her, either like on YouTube or on our Facebook. And we have something very good for you guys. It's like, for people who are skeptical like I was, we have a special Facebook group just for you, so that you can have, it will just be like a small percentage of business owner that you will have access to, but you will still have access to some success stories, not the whole business model, because like we said, we have an information pack. And what you are risking is basically nothing, because your $149 are refundable. But it will just be up to you. Are you ready? Are you ready to make the shift? Are you ready to improve your life, to change it for the better? These are questions that only you can respond for yourself.